Okay. So anyone has to say anything? Any experiences to share? Anything to say by anyone? Quickly. Any update?
I am attending after a long time today. So yeah, I had a lot of experiences on creative visualization, which I've put on the group.
Hmm.
I've been doing that very regularly for anything and everything. I'm doing that, and it's a feel good factor.
Exactly.
Everyone
It is.
thinks that I got my job. You all know. So yes, so it was nice doing that. Yeah,
Anyway, congratulations.
mirror work. I am like doing every day, getting up in the morning. So
Hmm.
I get up in the morning. So I have a big mirror in front of my bed, and I do that. Whatever 2 minutes, 3 minutes, I do that every day.
Wonderful. Very nice, Charu. Wonderful.
Congratulations, Charu, for your job.
Thank you, Padmaja.
Hmm. So Padmaja ji is from the recent batch, Charu, batch number
Oh,
11.
I don't.
She completed her journey with. Okay, very nice. Okay, anyone could do the exercise I should because no one posted in the group. So I'm asking, anyone did the exercise I should?
I have not seen the recording. Also, have yet to see.
Okay, okay, that's fine. Anyone else? Neeru ji, Padmaja ji, Shubha ji. Shubha ji also
I
joined.
couldn't do.
Okay,
I have not attended the last session, so I don't have any idea about the exercise.
okay, okay. How about Subha ji? Subha ji, were you able to do it?
No, Priya, I
Ah,
couldn't
okay.
either.
Hmm. Okay. So, Heal Your Life book that Louis has, mere reading is also fine. We can do that reading also, but doing exercises is also fine. But if I'll ask you, have you gone through the book also? You'll say no, right? So, I think we need to change the plan. If it is not happening, then there is no benefit of doing it.
It's a nice book, Priya, because I have done some chapters with you, right, during
Hmm.
our journey, like 6, 7 chapters. So I think it's a very nice plan if we read one chapter and do that ex whatever exercise you give.
Mm-hmm.
So I am in for it, but just that I just
Yeah.
joined from today, I was not able to.
Yeah, yeah, but people are not able to do it, Charu. I mean, I can also understand. We all are overwhelmed with so much of knowledge and information here and there. Everything is coming up, right? And it is so difficult to follow everything, right? But if it is not done, then what is the use? So, I mean, I want to know the suggestion from Neeruji and Padmajaji and Subhaji. Is it okay if we change the plan? And keep it like previous one. We used to discuss something about ego and then we used to go ahead. Any suggestion from anyone? It is welcome and then we'll go ahead.
Priya, whatever you think is better for us, we can go with that.
Okay. Okay. Thank you, Niruji, for your trust in me. Okay. Padmaji, Subhaji, how about you?
Yeah, same here. Whatever you deem fit, and
Okay.
you think everybody's complying, right? It's for the benefit of everyone.
Okay.
So where you see which format maximum people are able to follow, you just that.
Okay. Thank you, Subhaji.
Mm,
Padmaji, how about you?
same, same.
Same. Okay. Okay. Now everybody has put on me. Okay, okay, then I will sit and I will see how to formulate it. I may change it for the benefit of all. And then, if anyone is interested, we'll see if we can have separate sessions for that or to take it differently, but only for those who are committed to do it, right? Commitment is very, very difficult thing, and who can know better than me? So I can completely understand, no judgments on anyone. I know it is so difficult to follow because I also go here and there, so I can understand for everyone, right? That's fine. What we'll do today is let's do our mirror work today and let's do our Silva meditation today and we'll see what else to be done today. Okay. So I want all of you to please close your eyes. and take a deep breath. What we are doing right now is we are trying to connect with ourselves at the state of alpha. We will now reach alpha with the process. Just to mention to you, there are different brain states that we all perform in. And the state that we all be when we are awake, when the moment you open your eyes, we are in state beta. This is the normal waking state. And the moment you close your eyes, count from 100 to 1, you can easily reach to alpha. As you close at 1, know and trust that you are at alpha. No questions asked. No doubts, nothing. One of the mirror work participant called me, texted me and said, I am doing Selva from last 4 days and it is helping me so much to calm down and do my rituals, practices. It really helps me to concentrate better. This is the beauty of Selva, but only this beauty works when you practice. Practice is the only way. Otherwise, it is just a mere knowing for you or for anyone else. So now, take a deep breath, relax, let go of any anxiety, any stress, any negative thought in your mind, and just begin by counting back from 100 to 1. So let's begin 100, 99, 98, 97, 96, 95, 94, 93, 92, 91, 90, 89, 88, 87, 86, 85, 84, 83, 82, 81, 80, 79, 78, 77, 76, 75, 74, 73, 72, 71, and 70, 69, 68, 67, 66, 65, 64, 63, 62, 61, 60, 59, 58, 57, 56, 55, 54, 53, 52, 51, and 50, 49, 48, 47, 46, 45, 44, 43, 42, 41, and 40, 39, 38, 37, 36, 35, 34, 33, 32, 31, and 30, 29, 28, 27, 26, 25, 24, 23, 22, 21, and 20. 19, 18, 17, 16, 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10. Now as we count from 10 to 1, you'll be at alpha. 10, 9, 8, relax. 7, relax more. 6, relax. 5, relax more. 4, relax. 3, relax more. 2, relax. And 1, relax. And you are at alpha. Let us pay gratitude to this universe for this beautiful day, or if the day is ending for you. Thank you for the wonderful day, universe. Thank you for the beautiful day. Thank you for one more day of my life. I'm blessed to live one more day of my life. Thank you so much. Let's thank our parents for giving up this birth. Thank you, my parents, for bringing me on the planet Earth. No matter whatever the relationship we had, good or bad, keep it aside. But bringing me on this planet is one big thing you did for me. And I owe you for that. Thank you so much for that. Let's pay our gratitude, our heartfelt gratitude for all the gurus and masters, spirits, guides, angels who are working day and night for our progress, our evolvement. They are for helping us at each and every level of our life. So thank you all the gurus and masters and spirits, guides, angels for all your support, for everything you do. Thank you, thank you, thank you so much. Now, see yourself and put a focus of light on yourself, and there is an enormous source of light on you. You're being showered with an enormous source of light, of love and gratitude. Experience so much of love in your heart. And you have so much in abundance that can be shared with everyone around. With this love in your heart, wherever you go today, share this love with others. No matter however they are, good, bad, and no matter what judgments you have over them, a good person or a bad person or an ugly person or a fantastic person, whatever it is, share your love with them. And always remember, the more you share, the more you get it back. What you give is what you receive. When you give love, you receive love. The only simple way. Bless people, love people, and you will get more blessings and more love from others. See yourself. What are you doing right now? Maybe you're taking bath or cooking or preparing food or eating your breakfast, and just be very, very thankful for that. If anything important is happening today, just say how beautiful is your day and how beautiful and wonderful that thing is happening. It's happening beautifully and wonderfully. How beautiful is my day. Just see yourself doing everything today. Thank you for everything that happened today. Just thank you for everything. Just be grateful for everything happening. Because whatever is happening in our life is happening for good. Everything is perfect. Wherever we are, whatever we are doing, however we are living, it is how we are meant to be. So just be grateful for everything. See yourself retiring for the day, and then how beautiful and wonderful you sleep. Satisfied is your sleep, thanking the day, and you're saying, wow, it is one of the most wonderful days. I enjoy it fully. I live my day. Thank you, universe. Thank you for a brilliant day. Thank you. And then before sleep, just thank everything that happened today. If we start following these simple processes, it makes huge changes in our life. And we can do it. We can do it. I can do it. I can do anything. I can do anything I set my mind to. All is well in my world. Everything is happening for my highest good. I am loved. I am protected. I am safe. Thank you, universe. Thank you, universe. Thank you, universe. With this, we will now rub our hands and we'll put it on our eyes and we will begin. Come out. Thank you for joining, Rachita.
Thank you, Priya. Good morning.
Good morning. Thank you, Lubna ji, for all your love, and thank you for showing your interest in doing Heal Your Body Early Life book. I'll again reconsider it today and we'll see. Okay. Anyways, we'll do it today. We'll see then how to go ahead. Okay, very nice. Okay, anyone experience? How was it? We've spent quite good time, I think 12 minutes today on that. So how was it? Anyone?
It was really good because I woke up just now and I finished the Silva. And then I connected at, I joined when you were counting from 85. And then I was like, okay, just don't regret that you missed 25 numbers.
Hmm.
Just start from 85. You're already in the same sync.
Hmm.
So I just let it pass because whatever I visualized was very little. But thanks to you, it deepened the visualization and entire day it was set.
Wonderful. Very nice.
Thank
So
you.
you're able to do everything, right? In your visualization.
Yeah.
Wonderful. Very nice. Nice. Wonderful, Rachita. Okay, anyone else? How was it? Quick word.
So Priya, I have a question. What is silver? Like, why are we counting backwards?
Okay. That's the same question by Lubna ji also. So this is a Silva method. Jose Silva is a person who did 40 years of research on mind and came out with certain exercises how to change your brain waves. Okay. Right now we are talking and I'm talking to you. This is beta state. The deeper state is alpha, right? And then the deeper state is delta and then theta, right? Like that. The deeper brain states are there. And he says that you can achieve anything if you learn to change your brain states. Okay. Manifestation becomes easier in different brain states. So alpha is one state where easily we can go. Okay. So now, so he has actually created a process that, as you will, I mean, so much of research he did on so many people, and he came out with a method that when you will count from 100 to 1, you'll be at alpha. Okay. So this is achieved by most people, maximum people. Okay. Because they have done extensive research, so much of in research, we can trust them. 40 years, I mean, whole of his life he has spent on this. And then he came out with these methods. Okay. So his kids were very, very nalayak, you know, you know, very poor in studies, his own kids, right? In fact, his daughter is the one who's now taking it forward. They were very poor in doing any studies, right? So when he started exploring all this, he has trained his kids, and then his kids started doing extraordinary things. You know, they can even speak about whatever is written in the book without opening the eyes also. Okay, to that level he has trained his kids. You know? So this is, and then he started exploring more and more and more things, and that's how he came up with Silva method. That is why we call it as Silva method, because it is on the name of the who was person invented it, Jose Silva. Okay.
So you go to alpha level and then you visualize what we did just now.
Yes. It makes more, your visualization will become more effective if you do that. Okay. And then one has to practice every day, 100 to 1 for next 30 days. And then you can reduce it to 50 to 1 and then 20 to 1 and then 10 to 1. So as you will practice every day, in next 60 days or 90 days, you can make sure, in fact, they say 40 days only, right? Just by counting 10 to 1, you'll be at alpha. You don't have to count from 100 to 1 then. Okay, like that they have created. Okay, I have his book with me. I'll see if I can take out something, or I don't know if I have his book with me right now. But it is written in his books. I mean, he has his book also in which it is written. This process is written. And Rachita, me, we have done a course on it. So that's how we know. Okay. Okay. So that's Silva. Anyone else? Niruji, Padmaraji, Subhaji, Lubnaji, how was it? Quick word.
If I were to just sum it up in one word, it was quite hypnotic.
Oh, wow. Really, Subhaji. Okay. So, if you have said hypnotic, I mean, what you felt in that hypnotic state? Also, I would like to know. Or what I mean, were you able to visualize it better? How was it? Subhaji?
Sorry, I was on mute. I thought I was talking. Your
Hmm.
mind gets decluttered, right? The whole process of countdown is to eliminate the other passing through thoughts.
Hmm.
And then slowly uh, everything, then the state of calmness, the state of stillness,
Hmm.
I mean, I don't know whether it's the right word, but at least the fleeting passing thoughts are kind of controlled. And then
Okay.
you're able to focus on the thing that you want to focus
Very
on.
nice. Very nice, Subhaji. Actually, Subhaji concluded it so well, better than me. So 100 to 1 helps you to let go of all the unnecessary thoughts, right? Which helps you to relax, go deeper, and get into alpha. Thank you, Subhaji. You did wonderful, wonderful explanation. But let me tell you, this is absolutely contradictory with the meditation that's specially told in Hindu mythology. Okay? They never suggest you to do any mind exercise to calm down. Okay? They allow you, or they say, just observe. See your thoughts, let them come. Don't fight, don't judge, don't do anything, but just observe. The more you do it, that's the best natural way to reach the state. And then how much ever time it takes, don't worry about it, right? So that is a separate part. But here, what we are doing is, why we are doing is, we are trying to visualize something, our specific part, and that's why we are picking up this practice. Okay, so one needs to know the difference between, and they both are good. I mean, no one is better than each other. Okay. Okay. So with this, we'll go ahead. Let me open Heal Your Life book, and we'll go ahead with chapter number 2, rest of the part which we were doing. And after today, I will have some 1 week of my own time. I'll see if I have to change the format or I have to go ahead like this. I'll see. And then I'll get back to you. Whatever is the best comes to me, I'll go ahead. Okay. Just give me a moment.
Priya, was Lubnaji talking about Heal Your Life workbook?
No, book that we are doing right now. I think so.
Okay. Okay.
Just give me a second. We'll go ahead with this. What is the problem? So what we did is, last time I asked you to go do this exercise. I should read it and do it, right? So that's why I was considering, if people are not able to do it, then what is the use of doing this, right? And we have less time. We cannot cover everything. I mean, chapter is big, right? Or if you want to go through the whole book as a book, then we have to pick it up as a book, and then we can go ahead each line and each word, right? But on this session, we can make it like this, or we need to pick up small things, right? So today we'll do is, we'll go ahead this part, loving the self, right? Again, our favorite topic. So we will go ahead loving the self, right? Anyone who would like to go ahead? I'll take it as a reading today. Anyone?
I can read.
Okay. Please, Niruji, thank you for coming forward. Please go ahead.
I continue to explain that no matter what their problem seems to be, there is only one thing I ever work on with anyone, and this is loving the self. Love is a miracle cure. Loving ourselves work miracles in our lives. I am not talking about vanity or arrogance or being stuck up, for that is not love. It is only fear. I am talking about having a great respect for ourselves and a gratitude for the miracle of our bodies and our minds. Love to me is appreciation to such a degree that if it fills my heart to bursting and overflows. Love can go in any direction. I can feel love for the very process of life itself.
Yeah. So she says, I continue to explain my clients that no matter whatever problem they're facing in their life, one thing that I ever work is loving the self. She says it is one of the miracle cures. Loving ourselves works miracles in our life. She says, I'm not talking about vanity or arrogance or being stuck up. It is not love. That's only fear. right? I'm talking about having great respect for ourselves and the gratitude for the miracles of our body and minds, right? She says, love is an appreciation for me to a degree when my heart bursts and overflows. Love can go in any direction, she says. I can feel love for the very process of life, the joy of being alive, the beauty I see, another person, knowledge, process of mind, our bodies and the way they work, animals, birds, fish, vegetation in all its form. So she says love can go in any direction. So you can feel love for anything out of this, right? Or you can also feel love for the way universe works. You can feel your love for the universe and the way it works, right? What can be added in your list? Let's look at some of the ways we don't love ourselves. Let's go ahead, Niruji.
We scold and criticize ourselves endlessly. We mistreat our bodies with food, alcohol, and drugs. We choose to believe we are unlovable. We are afraid to change a decent price for our services. We are afraid to charge a decent price for our services. We create illness and pain in our bodies. We procrastinate on things that would benefit us. We live in chaos and disorder. We create debt and burdens.
Right?
We attract lovers and mates who belittle us.
Who belittle us? Just a second, Niruji. So these are the list of how we don't love ourselves, right? And we create illnesses and pain in our bodies, right? We procrastinate on things that can bring so much good to us. We live in chaos and disorder. Do you find your mind in chaos and disorder where you feel, I don't know what is happening, right? We create that in burdens on ourselves. All are the ways of not loving ourselves. Then what are some of your ways? How you are denying your own good? Let's go ahead, Niruj.
If we deny our good in any way, it is an act of not loving ourselves. I remember a client I worked with who wore glasses. One day we released an old fear from childhood. The next day she awakened to find her contact lenses were bothering her too much to wear. She looked around and found her eyesight was perfectly clear. Yet she spent the whole day saying, I don't believe it, I don't believe it. The next day she was back to wearing contacts. Our subconscious mind has no sense of humor. She couldn't believe she had created perfect eyesight.
Yes. Right? Perfect example. How we deny our good, right? We also deny our good by not taking appreciations. If somebody is appreciating and we are like, yeah, okay, but you know what? I have this problem. I have that problem. Oh, you don't know about me. You don't know this. You don't know that. I found myself still doing, you know, couldn't take the appreciation completely, right? So, I mean, even in joking also, if you're saying something bad about yourself, consider it as an act of not loving yourself, right? Because loving yourself completely will never make you say that. It's a wonderful, wonderful thought, which I have also reached, right? But it goes and gets to that old self also, which we need to balance, right? Lack of self-worth. It is another expression of not loving yourself. Tom is a very good artist and has some wealthy clients who asked him to decorate a wall or two in their homes. Yet somehow he was always behind in his own bill paying. Right? His original quote was never enough to cover the time involved to complete the work. So very less he used to take the payment. Anyone who gives a service or creates a one of a kind product can charge any price, right? People with wealth love to pay a lot for what they get, right? It gives the item more value for them. For example, let's go ahead. Um,
Our partner is tired and grouchy. We wonder what we have done wrong to cause it. He takes us out once or twice and never calls again. We think something must be wrong with us. Our marriage ends and we are sure we are a failure. We are afraid to ask for a raise. Our bodies do not match those in Gentleman's Quarterly or Vogue magazine, and we feel inferior. We don't make the sale or get the part, and we are sure we are not good enough. We are afraid we are afraid of intimacy and allowing anyone to get too close, so we are having anonymous sex. We can't make decisions because we are sure they will be wrong. How do you express your lack of self worth?
How do you express your lack of self-worth? Right? So all are these are all the ways how we express our lack of self-worth. Right? So yesterday I was attending a session and there was a very small and a very simple question. Okay. But I was in out of touch with that knowledge. But yeah, very simple question whom anybody can know the answer. I also got the answer, but also a thought came that if this answer will be wrong, I'll be insulted. Right? So I could clearly, the best part was I could clearly see this thought coming, and then I have, because I could see the thought is coming, I could let it go. Say that no, I release the self-doubt and trust myself, believe in myself. Right? So that became the process of release process for me yesterday. Right? So how I am expressing my lack of worth is what I have to know, right? One of the things which I have also realized about me, uh, I mean, see my lack of worth is I find myself that anything bad is happening, some part of me get connects to it and think that all bad is happening because of you. You're responsible for it, right? Especially at my in-laws' place. If something new is happening and they make a comment, yeah, before this marriage, this used to not happen, and now it happens. Immediately, my mind thinks, you know what, it is happening because of you. Okay. And then it gives more interpretations, which I really try to control, and I am good at it now. It says they are pointing you out now. Okay. So the manipulative mind, right? They are pointing you out now. Okay. They're trying to blame you now. You know, you need to teach them a lesson. So, this mind takes to all these things, whereas the other person's intention is not like that. They're just saying it, you know. Another distinction which I learned when I especially came to this house is, you know, very easily if the vegetable is not cooked properly, it is said very easily, right? Okay, this is not so good, and I mean the salt is not proper, this is not proper, that is not proper. So initially, I used to feel that they are fault finding people. In everything they find fault. My God, they're not going to let me live only. I mean, for everything they'll find fault. And I used to feel they do it with me. But then gradually, I understood that they are not doing find fault. It's just that their mere expression of what they're experiencing. If they are having a vegetable and if they're finding it having a low salt, it doesn't matter who cooked, it doesn't matter from where it came, but whatever they're experiencing, they're just interpreting and saying. But my mind used to not take it as just a mere interpretation, it used to take it so personally,
Mm.
so personally. So this is another thing I learned, that how my mind takes it so personally, every comment is personally. I don't let it just be an expression or interpretation. It just makes me feel like, okay, you know so personal it is to you, right? So these are the distinctions that we need to learn and know how we express our lack of self-worth. So all are these the ways that I used to express my lack of self-worth, which is now so much gone. Okay. So It doesn't matter if it is going or not going. What matters is, are you aware of it? If you are aware of it, very much it is going. Very much it is going. Right? So let's go ahead, Niruji. The perfection of babies. Let me
The
see.
perfection of babies.
Please go ahead.
How perfect, how perfect you were when you were a tiny baby. Babies do not have to do anything to become perfect. They already are perfect and they act as if they know it. You know they are the center of the universe. They are not afraid to ask for what they want. They freely express their emotions. You know when a baby is angry, in fact, the whole neighborhood knows. You also know when babies are happy, for their smiles light up a room. They are full of love. Tiny babies will die if they do not get love. Once we are older, we learn to live without love. But babies will not stand for it. Babies also love every part of their bodies, even their own pieces. They have,
They have incredible courage.
I have lost where I was. Okay.
Okay. They have incredible courage.
Yeah, thank you. You were like that. We were all like that. Then we began to listen to adults around us who had learned to be fearful, and we began to deny our own magnificence. I never believe it when clients try to convince me how terribly they are or how unlovable they are. My work is to bring them back to the time when they knew how to really love themselves.
Exactly.
Exercise.
Yeah. So that's how Lois has worked, helping people to love themselves completely. What a beautiful work she did with people, right? And she says, I never believe when clients come and try to convince me how terrible they are or how unlovable they are, right? But she tries to bring them back to know to the time how to really love themselves, right? So now the mirror exercise she gave, she says, next I ask my clients to pick up a small mirror and look into the eyes and say their names. I love and accept you exactly as you are, right? Subhaji, I'll take your thing in a minute, right? We'll complete this and we'll take you. She says this is so difficult for many people. So is in italics. So difficult for many people. She says, seldom do I get a calm reaction, let alone enjoyment from this exercise, right? She says, very, very less chance that I get a very calm response. People just be aggravated on this thought of all saying that I love and accept you exactly as you are. She says, some cry, some are close to tears, some get angry, some belittle their features or their qualities, and some insist that they can't do it. They can't do it. I even had one man who threw the mirror across the room and want to run away. It took him several months before he could begin to relate with himself to the mirror. you know Look at the resistance, right? She says, for years I looked into the mirror only to criticize what I saw there, recalling that endless hours of how I spent plucking my eyebrows trying to make myself barely acceptable amuses me now, she says, right? I remember it used to frighten me to look into my eyes. This simple exercise shows me so much. In less than 1 hour, I'm able to get some of the core issues that are beneath the outer problem. If we work on the level of the problem, we can spend endless time working on each and every detail. She says if we work on the outer problem, the problem which is outside, we can spend endless time and there still be no solution, right? The minute we think we have it all fixed up, it will crop up somewhere else. So the outer problem, the more you try to fix it from one end, it will crop up from another end. Then you try to fix up from that end, it will pop up in another end. So she says that you have to deal with inner to deal with the outer. Okay. Um The real problem. Okay. So this brings us to the topic of the problem is rarely the real problem. Okay. I mean, this particular part is wonderful, but we don't have time. So we'll keep it for next time. Okay. Or everybody go through it by yourself, because this part of what she is mentioning in this is a very, very good part. You'll get a lot of understanding if you will read these two parts. The problem which you think is not a problem. Okay. And then she says, what is the real problem? And that's the end of this chapter. Okay. So please complete these two parts. And we'll see how, if we have to cover these two parts together next time, or if you have done it, we'll go ahead with the third chapter. Okay. 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 So we have spent 20 minutes, almost 15 minutes on the reading the book. How was it? Anyone got any insight? Quick word.
Thank you. Me abusing the food is also a very bad thing. So that is something which is very close to me. I was not trusting myself or believing. Thank you for restarting this for me. It started from yesterday in Padmaji's book reading. So suddenly a message of health came. Magic book she started. So I was like, right time, and I got back. Thank you so much.
Very nice, Rachita. Okay. Anyone else? Quick word.
Yes, also I also find some of the problems like very close to me.
Uh-huh.
So I was also thinking while reading, maybe the problem is you need to love yourself more.
Yes. Love
There
yourself.
may be a solution.
I accept and love myself exactly as I am, right? One of the affirmation we have to keep repeating after everything that is happening. We still have to repeat it. Okay. Anyone else? Yeah, Subhaji. Now please go ahead, Subhaji.
Yeah, thanks, Priya. So, there's something called the spotlight syndrome, right? We all think that everybody's attention is on us. The example that you gave on comments around food, we think it's all targeted at us, and everybody's only commenting or criticizing us. I
Yeah.
think if we recognize that this is something I came through when I was doing some management training. So the spotlight syndrome is half the problem. We all think everybody's focusing on us. So good we ignore, but when it's definitely a criticism, we feel it's all targeted on us, including ourselves, right? But the reality is similar to us. Everybody else is also engrossed in their own self.
Exactly.
So it's not required that everybody is targeting you, because each of us are lost in our own thoughts about ourselves. So if
Exactly.
I think we should give ourselves that benefit of doubt. It's not on us. I think it would be slightly better for us.
Yeah. And at that time, Subhaji, when that feeling starts developing, right? Okay, people are judging me. Okay, they are criticizing me or they are pointing me out. At that time, exactly at that time, being aware and repeating the affirmation makes a lot of difference.
Absolutely.
And then
I'll give you
coming back,
sorry, go ahead. Yeah.
yeah, coming back and journaling that experience, small, small ones. Today, for a moment, I felt this, again, this, but I change it that I love and accept myself exactly as I am. I refuse to portray myself like this. I release this completely. Like that, you can do. If you will start doing on that small, small events, it will get to reduce and then it will completely go. Subhaji.
Yeah, I can share just a recent example of it benefits everyone. So we are going through, of course, this is the year-end part in our office, right? I mean, those who work typically for the Western companies, they follow Jan to December. So this is a year-end discussion, comp, the bonus, all those discussions happen. So the most common thing to feel is we start believing, and maybe so for those who are working, because this is a message that I'm telling myself, because you're definitely going to get some feedback. Nobody's perfect, and one of the thing we all feel that a boss should be doing is giving so-called constructive feedback and areas of improvement and stuff. I think we should take it with a pinch of salt, not totally believing in it, because Yes, where you think you have to improve, develop, this is a blind spot for you, embrace it. But you should not let confidence be a collateral damage,
Hmm.
because you must believe that you have reached where you are because you deserve it.
Hmm. Hmm.
Sometimes we feel it's fluke, it's luck that I've come here, even asking for that extra bonus, extra raise hike. We feel, oh, already maybe I'm already overpaid. You're paid for what you are worth it. That's a recent Nandini and I were discussing, and kind of concluded saying, no, I should, instead of feeling that they're being graceful and giving me because of their kindness, no, I'm getting it because I deserve it.
Hmm. Wonderful, Subhaji. Also, how I interpret anyone's comment, any feedback, or anything, it depends on my vibration, my tendency of how I take it. It has nothing to do with the other person. So, a person who's vibrating at a very high energy, okay, and learned to raise his vibration will always take it. I mean, whatever is being written, his eyes or his senses will only think of the matter in a positive way. They will see the whole content as, okay, I think, rest is all garbage, but this particular point I still need to work on, and if I'll work on this, it is going to help me for my next year. So I mean, taking it personally is a very, very different thing for them. They just to take it so constructively that they pick up some things and then they go ahead. What happens with us is, I mean, the people who are in low vibrational state, um, normal people, right? I mean, everybody is who we see or encounter it every day. We cannot say that everybody is in low, high vibration. We, because we have cooked so much of story in our head already, now we try to relate with that story that we cooked in the head, right? And many a times it matches. And then we are like, see, I knew it. I knew it. This is what it is. Okay. Whereas the people who experience, who are in a high vibration, they experience it very differently. This is my personal experience because how I see a situation before doing any of clearing or cleansing of my energy is so different than how when I cleanse my energy. I mean, my whole perspective around it changes. Feeling changes. I don't feel the same thing which I feel before. I'm so surprised to see this. Same thing which has hurt me deeply. Someone said to something to me. It has hurt so deeply to me. Once I started doing my clearing my energy and releasing and everything, my perspective changed and I started seeing that person as the same thing which I felt like, I mean, really hurt with this statement. I felt as if they were saying it because they love me. I was so surprised how this can shift, right? But that is how it shifts. When you have enormous love within you, you feel everything is loving only for you. You know, this I have experienced personally. The change of perception immediately happens when vibration raises, automatically. I mean, you don't have to do anything, it's so natural. It comes, it just comes, you know. But when we are vibrating low, we take it everything personally. That's why doing affirmation, doing mirror work, doing silva meditation, gratitude, everything is very, very important. Unless you are in touch with these simple practices, you cannot raise your vibration. Cannot. I mean, meditation is very, very important. Dhyan is very, very important. Connecting with the universal forces is very, very important, which rejuvenates you, which releases a lot of clutters within you, right? So every practice is important. That's what I want to say. Yeah, Rachita, please go ahead.
I'll just share a small thing for this. The natural me in the past would be very angry if someone tells me, and I would get instigated. I get pricked, and I speak back. But one of my school friend and a college friend who's a very big bully. It was my best friend, our mutual best friend's baby's first year birthday. So we went there, and I wanted to help her because she didn't have many hands and she had to prepare. My only intention was focus on helping and don't open your mouth. Whenever there are many people will come and tell, don't do this, don't do that. Whenever I felt that, I started hoponopono. But this girl, particularly the bully, she picked me like right before leaving the party. She started pulling my leg because I was addressing her husband as Anna, means brother. So she was bullying, oh my God, and she tried to pull me so much, but I was like, don't. If you look into her eyes, you're going to lose it. Just look down. So this is my new rule. Whenever someone is trying to trigger me, don't look into their eyes. Just look down. They'll feel that you are defeated. I mean, they defeated you. They'll feel good. You can save the function from getting ruined. If that is the only intention, just do it. So I was telling that, and I saw the shift in my entire energy because I saw her pain. She's feeling insecure. I feel so bad that she has that lack of love and she hates me for a reason because I am always silent these days, and they're not able to crack why she's silent.
Hmm.
And then she tried to make me fight, but it didn't happen. And my friend wanted to fight on my behalf with her. I told, why? You have a baby, that's your priority. And just look at the suffering that she's going through. Let's pray for her. So
Hmm.
we did that, and universe made a very nice Google video for us, which I shared it to the girl who was bullying, and she changed. She was like, "Oh, that's so sweet. Thanks for sharing this." So everything changes how we think about the person.
Absolutely. One thing which I mentioned after listening to Rachita is when you raise your vibration, you see perfection in everything. I mean, this comes naturally. You tend to see perfection in everything. If this is happening, so perfect. If that is happening, so perfect. If it is so bad, perfect. If it is so good, perfect. So you tend to see perfection in everything. I mean, fault finding just dissolves, goes away. Completely it just dissolves. Right? The perfection comes in everything. Right? That's the beauty when we raise our vibration. Okay. Let's go ahead now with our day number 6 mirror work that we have to focus this week. Okay. One of the beautiful mirror works, which I really love personally, and I encourage all of you to do it, right? Take a quiet place where you are not disturbed. Look into your mirror and look straight into your eyes. If you're still comfortable, concentrate on your mouth. That's not for us, right? We are all comfortable now. Talk to your inner child. Your inner child wants to grow and blossom and needs love. And say the affirmation, I love you, and I know you're doing the best you can. You're perfect just as you are, and I approve of you. He says, I want you to do this exercise several times before you truly feel that your inner voice is less critical and do what feels right for you. Okay. Another thing is, as I said, people who vibrate high, they feel perfection in everything. And the people who are in a lower vibrational state, first of all, if you are feeling negative, that means you are in low vibrational state. If you're feeling negative about any situation, about anyone, and especially when this feeling is coming that your perception is only right, this person is like that only, okay, and you're so sure, damn sure about it, okay, that this person tried to do this with me in this moment, she did this with me or he did this with me, you're at a low vibrational state. Okay, the moment you're so sure, so confirmed, you're at a low vibrational state. Okay, so these are certain signs which you must know. And just not thinking that you're so sure, but feeling so much negative about it, feeling so much. Feeling is everything, right? Thinking of any perception or anything doesn't matter. Feeling so negative about it, that means you're at a low vibrational state. Okay, so the moment you are at that state, you need to let you out, and affirmations will help you. Distract yourself, get it out, and do some affirmations, release it, and then get into a better state. You'll feel a lot better. Right? Okay, we'll do now our affirmations, and with this we will close in next 2-3 minutes. So look into the mirror now and look into yourself and say, I love you. I really love you. And I know you're doing the best you can. You're perfect just as you are. I approve of you. I love you. I really love you. And I know you're doing the best you can. You are perfect just as you are. I approve of you. I love you, Priya. I really love you, Priya. You are doing the best you can. You're perfect just as you are. I approve of you. I love you. I really, really love you. You're doing the best you can, Priya. You're perfect just as you are. I approve of you. I love you. I really, really love you, Priya. You're doing the best you can. You're perfect just as you are. I approve of you. It is now safe for me to move from inner critic and move into love. It is safe for me now to release inner critic and move into love. It is safe for me to release the inner critic and move into love. I am perfect just as I am. I'm doing the best I can and I approve of myself. I love you and I approve of your prayer. I accept you exactly as you are. I accept you exactly as you are. Say it more and more, louder, and let it sink within you. And that's all for today. Right? So please do this mirror work. Okay. And please share your review of how was the mirror work, the whole session for you today in the group, especially about the reading part. Do you want to completely read it, or do you want to pick up some topics and then go for it? How is it work for you? Give your personal opinion. It's okay to give your personal opinion. Nothing to judge anyone. Okay. So that's all for today. Thank you all. Bye all now. Take care. Love you all. See you all and meet you now next week. I'll make sure that I take it on Saturday because many people are not able to attend. Right. Bye then. See you all. Love you all. Take care.
Thank you, Priya.
Thank
Bye
you.
bye, everyone. Enjoy your